Hello all, and welcome back to my channel. Please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for these videos. I'm talking so fast that I'm messing myself up because I want you all to have all of the good reviews from me as I'm bringing them forward and adding a little bit of a psychological twist here to bring a little bit of psychology into it. So let's go ahead and get on down with the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. So on this episode, we first meet up with Garcelle. So, well, we're in the car riding with Garcelle as she is heading to meet Cal, and she's on the phone with Sutton. And Sutton, I actually like that her and Sutton are friends, and they talk about massages. And Garcelle was saying that hey, she had a massage and it almost turned to a little freaky deaky. And let's just say that I know that experience, so we just go hush hush. But she talks about how she's, ready to meet with Cal one-on-one, and I agree the conversation needs to happen one-on-one, not with a group of people. As we already know, usually when they have groups, it never goes right. It never goes right with a conversation. So, because you always have everyone else putting their inputs in, so I'm always happy to see whenever it's just one person talking with another, because it lessens the opportunity for persuasion, which is actually a big thing, because persuasion can really impact someone, especially based off of peripheral or the central view. Central view focuses strictly on the message. Peripheral view focuses on the power of the person, or the aesthetics, the beauty of the person, or something like that. So usually, if you have a higher-ranking member in a group and they disagree with one person's message, it kind of pulls other people in that direction, which we've seen a couple of times when, like, even Erica and people have gone at it, other people were pulled. So yeah. So then we flip over to Erica, and she's of course in her glam room getting herself together. I love how Erica is like glammed out for small trips, but then I hate it at the same time because I'm like, darn girl, I want some money. Give me some of that so I can have my glam squad. Love it, hate it, but it's our beautiful thing. And Sutton comes over, and her and Sutton are getting along well. I'm actually happy to see them getting along. It's actually a good thing to see. And Sutton shares a porn story about a pilot getting sucked off while flying a plane. So, hey, do not get hit while flying a plane. It's not appropriate. You can lose your license. And then, of course, I just have to say this all the time. Sutton's wardrobe makes me itch. I really hate how Sutton is a beautiful woman. Let me say that again. Sutton is a beautiful woman. I hate how she dresses. Her dress is just atrocious. She just always dresses horribly. I hate how Sutton dresses. Like, girl, we got to work on it. She needs a glam squad. She can afford one. She needs to get a glam squad. She can probably afford Erica's glam squad and more. Sutton needs a glam squad because she just does not dress to save. She can't dress to save her life. Lord, I feel like if we gave Sutton the proper tools, she still would just mess up. So we just go leave Sutton alone. Cal and Garcelle meet. They do, of course, the brief small talk, the pleasantries. That's always appropriate. But then they discuss Garcelle's experience of Cal and vice versa, which I think is good. Yes, you met me and it was kind of fun, but people don't think about microaggressions a lot, or those non-verbals, and how that really drives the force between, like, do I really want to be around you or not, because that kind of stuff really bothers me. And they talk about Cal calling her out on the money. So I found out it was, in a sense, some misunderstanding there, a little bit of miscommunication somewhere with, like, an address and all that stuff. But the idea of her calling out white women or black women was brought up. I felt that was very important because this was a place where Garcelle got to educate Kyle and the world on, again, microaggressions, and how black people are seen versus white people. And, if a black person makes a mistake, then it's kind of, it's more so seen as intentional, versus if a white person makes a mistake, and let's be clear, not in all things, it is seen as being more so accidental. It's given a little bit more leeway to be an accident. And we see that in the world now. Like, we have more people holding folks actually for accountability, or holding people to accountability now, but it's still somewhat similar. We just have to be honest about that and be real. Yes, do black people, you know, do things intentionally or unintentionally? Yes, but at the same time, it's those small microaggressions that always follows a black person. That is what Garcelle was talking about. I was happy that she brought it up. It was able, you know, it was something that Cal didn't recognize, she didn't know, and she was able to say, "Oh my gosh, I didn't know that," you know. So that I feel that was a good moment. Kudos to her, to both her and Cal. We meet Crystal's cute kids. Think they're gorgeous because now we're at Crystal's house, and we talk more about her husband and all the directing he does. And I, look, girl, speak on your man, lift him up, say all that stuff about him because I would brag on mine too if that was the case. And she has a super handsome brother that's a pop star, so she has like a superstar family, nice family. Um, so we switch over. Everyone's meeting at the airport, and there's Garcelle and Renna. They are the first ones to show up at the airport. What a coincidence! And it's awkward. I see why it's awkward. You know, we are not technically at the best place. We're not in the worst place, but we're not at the best place. So I get that. Then Kathy shows up at the airport. Kathy, one more time, baby. You are a Hilton. You are the Hilton. You are the head of the Hilton. You are Kathy Hilton, and you dress like that. Kathy can afford a glam squad. She probably dresses worse than Sutton. And I didn't know if that was possible. Kathy ass can't dress. We have to pray for Kathy. Kathy cannot dress. At all. At all. Kathy needs help. Call me. I'm not even a stylist of the man's, but darn, at least I know how to throw some stuff together to make it look halfway decent. Kathy cannot dress. I'm gonna pray for her. She dressed worse than Sutton. At least I give Sutton an A. Well, not even an A. I give Sutton a D plus. Kathy get an F. Sutton might get a D minus. They just cannot dress. Neither one looks. Kathy really. It hurts me. But okay. But they get to Lake Tahoe. We find out that some have been, some have not been. You know, what is it like? What's the experience of Lake Tahoe and all that? So that's nice. But we then see again the homes, and this is something I recognize. I don't know how many of you may have recognized this as well. On Beverly Hills, I haven't watched many of the other franchises, but I can say on Beverly Hills for sure, they always show the dimensions of the homes or hotels or the trips that they take in vast detail. Vast detail. Like money, I remember when they went to Dubai, they talked about how much money each room cost. I haven't seen them do it on many other franchises. Like I watched New Jersey, I watched Atlanta, Potomac, Salt Lake City, and Dallas. In Dallas, I've seen them talk about money and dimensions as well, but I haven't seen them really do it on Jersey, Potomac, or Atlanta, and I wonder why. You know, and maybe it's because maybe these people in Beverly Hills and in Dallas they just have more money. Maybe that's what it is. But I've recognized that. I was like, they always go into vast detail about it. Like, why is that so important? But who's to know? Maybe it's something to do with editing. Maybe they're shocked and surprised at what these people can afford without their help. I don't know, but I've always seen that. But I think it's also funny how they don't want to carry their own bags. All the women are like, "Where's the butler?" Girl, we're in COVID. COVID, honey. No butlers. Carry your own bags. That privilege, man. It must feel nice to have that type of privilege where you could just say, "Where's the butler? Who's gonna pick up this bag? Why am I gotta carry the bag? Why isn't this person carrying the bag?" It's a beautiful thing. I'm ready to get to the place where I could ask somebody to carry my bags. I mean, right now I carry my own bags. I'm still capable, but even if I did have the money, I don't know if I would have people carry my bags. I probably would, but I don't want to say that I would, cause. But then again, I might. Who knows? Kyle is cooking for the people. She in the kitchen. She cooking and she done burn the fish. Now you done brag. You like to cook for your friends, girl. She done had that liquor Crystal made that good old margarita for. And she up in there enjoying conversation. They saying, "No, the food to burn." That's what the chef was there for. Y'all done paid all that money. You done paid all that money. Let the chef do her job and cook the food. Yes, Cal, let her cook. There's no need for you to cook the food. We appreciate that you can cook. You cook some regular pasta and you cook, some fish. Beautiful. But let the chef cook. That way you can drink your cocktail, enjoy the conversation, and not have to worry about anything. You see how that works, Cal? Boom. That's what you gotta do, sister. That right there. Trying to help my good girl out. Y'all gotta help her out. Gotta help my good girl out. She be struggling sometimes. I love Cal, but come on, Cal. We have our moments, but come on, girl. Let them cook. Let them do their job. But Lisa, Kathy makes a little joke about how Kim used to always kind of, traumatize, like, I don't know if I want to say the word traumatized, but like mess with her. And Lisa ran in her confessionals. Me too. Me too. She's done it to me too. It's like, Lisa, Kathy is not Kyle. Kyle may have sat there and allowed you to say that stuff about her sister, or do whatever you want to do, or say whatever you want to say about her sister. My hair, y'all, my hair. I did my curls. I done did my curls, and this part is aggravating me. But you know what? I'm gonna go back and touch it up in a minute. But anyway, Kyle may have allowed you to sit there and talk about Kim. Kathy not gonna let you do that. See, that's why you did it in your confessional, because Kathy gonna say something bad. Kyle ain't gonna say nothing. Kathy gonna come at you. Now I ain't seen Kathy come out. I ain't seen Kathy do anything. But all I want Lisa to do is, girl, they sisters. Okay, at the end of the day, my sister can traumatize me, but let me tell you something. You better not say nothing about her. You can say whatever you want to say about me. Don't you say nothing about my sister, because I'm coming at you. Even my sisters today get on my nerves. I have 3 of them in particular that are working me like just. But at the end of the day, nobody better not say nothing about my sisters. So, Lisa, that's a lesson. Do not come in on people's sisters about how you felt traumatized. Leave it alone, sister. They gonna come get you. Sutton, in her true Southern fashion, bringing gifts. Sutton just got a lot of money she don't know what to do with. Sutton, I have student loans that you can pay. A lot of them. So please, just like I gave you that tidbit on persuasion early in that video, that came from education. That whole central view and peripheral view and what it means, I learned that in school. Sutton, you could pay my student loans. I would really appreciate it, because girl, you like to just buy gifts and give people gifts for no reason. Please buy me freedom from student loan debt. I appreciate it. So they move on. They start playing Two True. Oh, no, wait a minute. Oh, no one ate the fish. The fish was half eaten. The stuff was burnt. It was burnt. Cow, ain't nobody eat the fish. They barely ate the pasta. They said something. They played Two Truths and a Lie. Crystal blew me out the water. Yes, ma'am. Being asked to be a madam, doing being an operator for escort service. Let me tell you something. I worked at a house. I didn't do anything, but I was the person that greeted you and took your clothes and put everything away. So get it how you live, girl. I was in college, had to pay for it. Do what you gotta do. Sutton, she gave a little bit of a cool answer. She was a barista and all that stuff. Erica's stuff was kind of boring. Like, if you have something you can't say, don't share it. Give us something that you could say. And Kathy said all truths. Poor Kathy. Kathy can't see. Kathy can't comprehend. Kathy just lost. Just all over lost. Kathy got comprehension issues. Like, we tell you something and it's just not registering. Makes me wonder now. That could be. I'm not gonna say it. I'm gonna leave Warnicki's aphasia and Broca's aphasia alone. We're not gonna worry about that. It's not Broca's aphasia for sure, but I'm gonna leave Warnicki's aphasia alone. I mean, even though the comprehension is off and she can't see, we just gonna leave that alone. Kathy, get some glasses, baby. You thought Garcelle was Cal. Kathy, get glasses, get contact lenses, get whatever you need to help that vision. Okay? Garcelle look like this. Cal look more like this. This. Don't look the same. Just saying. Garcelle and Renna talks. Garcelle decided that she needed to have another conversation with Renna just to make sure Renna knew, like, hey, we are making stuff, but we're not cool. I appreciate her doing that. She didn't have to, but she did. And what I'll say is, I agree with everything Garcelle said. And then when Renna, I appreciate Renna for being honest. Like, girl, I can't trust you. I can't tell you I can't tell you stuff and not know if it's gonna come back to bite me in the butt or you go turn against me or what. Like, again, what kind of friend are you? That is not the type of friend I want in my life. If I was Garcelle, I don't know. I don't know if her and Lisa Rinna are friends or not, but I wouldn't blame her if they're not. How can you say you're my friend and that's what you do to me? Friends don't do that. At least from what I know of friends, they don't do that. And that is something that she has allowed people to do. That's something that she has done to people. That's what she's allowed to be done. I cannot get down with people like that. That's just not how I rock. That's not how I roll. Like, if you my friend, you my friend. Don't you turn around and put my stuff on. Like, why would you do that to me? Especially if I ain't done it to you. No, I could ride with you, but Garcelle again talks to Renna about how she has to control herself, that angry black woman stereotype, and that has been shown on this show. Think about it. Andy Cohen. Look at how he treats the black women versus the white women. I understand a lot of people may not pick up on it or recognize it, but think about this. The first time they brought up violence on the show was when on Bravo was when Portia dragged Kenya. They didn't bring it up whenever on Real Housewives of New Jersey when the whole entire family was fighting. And the Cohen didn't say anything when Teresa Giudice pushed him down as she was trying to fight someone. He didn't say anything too much about it when they them two. It was on Jersey when them two girls jumped on that other girl. There's not ever much emphasis put on, like when Lisa Rinna broke that glass on that table and shards of glass went everywhere. Nothing. But when it comes to the black women like Potomac and like Housewives of Atlanta, and even when it was on Married to Medicine, it's always like, are you trying to get violent? Are you trying to get violent? Like, just like even whenever people are arguing, when you look at these white shows, they say the same thing that they say on the black shows. A black girl can say, man, this is some bull-ish. And that'll be like, oh my gosh, she's so aggressive. But on the white show, she's like, oh my god, this is bull-ish, and I cannot believe. And everybody's like, oh girl, simmer down, it's okay. No, they're saying the same exact thing. It's because of the vernacular, the way that it's said, the mannerism, and the tone behind it. You're saying like, oh, she's more aggressive than the other. No, we're saying the same thing. It is what it is. So why is it that it has to be, I got to be looked at in this way, but you could be looked at in this way? That's not fair. And that's true. I'm happy that Garcelle is talking about this stuff on the show. I feel like it really needs to be brought up. I'm happy that it's being brought up. Then we go to the kitchen and it's Sutton, Cal, and Crystal talking. Sutton with this white privilege stuff right here. Crystal is discussing her experience as an Asian woman, and Sutton cuts her off. We're not finna do this. You don't have to do this, Sutton. Leave. You don't have to do this. We didn't ask you to do this. No one is making you stay to do this. Leave, Sutton. If you don't want to do it, go. You don't have to have this segment. Get out. And I don't like that. Sutton, I don't have an issue with you, but those little minor things right there what will cause me to have a problem with you. That kind of stuff. Be respectful. She was sharing her experience. It was not for you to cut her off and take over. That's what we call white privilege. That's what we call a microaggression, because here you are now turning yourself into the victim. It's almost borderline like behavior, to be real about it. But at the end of the day, that was Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Please drop down in the comments, let me know your feedback. I hope this video is better and that it livens up, but that's what we got from Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I appreciate chatting with you all, and I'll see you next time. Bye.